The best in poker news, entertainment, and more. This is the Hoke Show.
All right, boys and girls, we are back. Last internet show. Al Can't Hang walking by there. Didn't do a goofy dance though. I'm horribly disappointed, but things are a little bit hectic around here. It's getting kind of hectic. Yeah, as we of course are live here at Seminole Hard Rock at the World Poker Tour, Lucky Hearts Poker Open. As things are starting to wind down here, we are getting ready for our next last day of the main event. We've got 2 more tournaments to go. We've got Royal Flush Girls, we've got WPT, and the whole gang is here just having a great time. But it is getting exciting as we are only 1 day away from wrapping up this tournament series, and what a series it's been. Another interesting night last night here, along with what happened in the WPT main event. We also had a couple other tournaments go off yesterday that had some very interesting finishes, including a great final table. Matt Stout trying to win his second event last night. We'll tell you if he did or not. Also, Chino Ream was involved in that mix too. So a lot going on here at the WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open here in Hollywood, Florida. Having a blast down here. I'll tell you what a great facility this is. I mean, if there's anywhere you want to go to play poker, you know, the PCA, pretty fantastic in Atlantis. But I'll tell you what, they ain't too shabby here either. Anything you want, anything you got to do, you can do it down here, and you will not regret coming down here. Of course, we've got another series coming up here in April, the 6th through the 22nd. We are going to be here live, so make sure you join us down here at the Seminole Hard Rock again for the Poker Showdown 2015. $5 million guarantee on that main event. Man, I'll tell you, they're going to do it all again here in just a couple of months, and it's going to be a pleasure to be back here at Seminole Hard Rock coming up in a little bit. But unfortunately, I got some bad news. We were scheduled to do the 2-pair poker tour event, but they had to change the dates to a weekend. We're going to Poker Night in America, so unfortunately, we're going to miss that, but we'll be at Poker Night in America at the end of April, as we'll also be at the PPC Poker Tours North America Championships at Tampa Bay Downs, May 15th through the 24th, and then a few days later, it's World Series time. And, of course, we've got our event at Zen Poker Mentoring, too, so that should be pretty cool. February 21st, 22nd. Come join us out there. Get in that clinic if you haven't registered yet. ZenPokerMentoring.com. Brian Rasmus, Esther Rousseau, Christy Arnett. Should be a great, great show. Great time. And, in 2 weeks, we're going to have some combination of those 3 on the show and on KLAV. And tomorrow on KLAV, it's the Foosball King. And no, it's not Eric Harnish. Or Harkins, excuse me. Eric Harnish is a friend of mine. Jeez. Not the master photographer. We're going to be having... I'm complimenting you, Harkins. What did you think I was calling you? Okay. It's all good. We're going to have Billy Pappas on the show, the November Niner, the man behind the Yoshi movement in poker, and, of course, multiple-time foosball world champion is going to join us on KLAV tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time. I'll be down here. Everybody else will be back in the studio in Las Vegas. So it should be a great time on KLAV tomorrow as we bring our last broadcast from the Seminole Hard Rock WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open. Well, you may be asking yourself, what's going on? What's going on right now down here? Well, how about we give you the update on the main event going on at the moment. Of course, 18 players came back today. We have lost 5 so far. Alexander Denisov, of course, who was the day 1A chip leader, out in 18th place. Sergei Baranov out in 17th. Sebastian Ruiz in 16th. Panagiotis Nefakis goes out in 15th. And Kareem Marshall eliminated in 14th. So here are your top 13 players right now. Of course, they just play it down to 6 to get to that WPT televised final table. Of course, it'll be live streamed on WPT.com with Tony Dunstan and the team. So it should be a good time. Tune into that. And, of course, we're going to be following along on SHRPO.com. Of course, you want to say hi to us there at SHRPO and hashtag SHRPO. All right. So here's where we are at the moment. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do one more refresh just in case Mickey Doff counted some more chips, like the madman that he is. Are you still scared to come on the air, Mickey? Can't do it today. All right. I got to talk him into, like, Nicky, will you make a 5-second appearance? Just come over here and say hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Mickey Doff, master chip counter in the world of poker. You can check him out on YouTube, by the way, if you want to look it up, because the man can count chips. Brian Altman is in the lead, and right now we kind of got 2 players breaking away from most of the pack. Altman, one of them, and Altman has just been on a tear in this main event. He is now up to 7,395 chips leading the way. Mark Dubé is in second, and he's been playing very well too. 6,565,000. And we have another female threatening to try and win a WPT event, Kelly Minkin, 3,920,000. It's going to happen sometime. It's unbelievable that we have not had a female win a WPT Open event. Of course, they've won some of the invitational ones that they've done. But Minkin now sitting in third at 3,920,000. The rest of the pack, and it's pretty tight here. Sanjay Gehi at 2,255,000, and Jared Jaffe is around again. What a year he's having, and Jaffe looking pretty good at 2.240 million. So Jared Jaffe in there. Dean Baranowski, 1,640,000. John Graham, 1.5 million. Nathan Tuthill, 1,325,000. Walter Fisher, 900,000. One of the WPT ones to watch, Justin Zaki, who I am personally rooting for because he today, and I give him a ton of credit, is sporting an old school Tampa Bay cap, Tampa Bay Buccaneers cap. Going to make sure it's clear. The old, I don't even know what color that is. It's like one of those cones, but lightened up a little bit. And of course the Buccaneer with the big feather on the hat, and goes from that to an NWO shirt, the old New World Order from WCW and WWE. He's sporting that one too. So I'm on Team Zaki today. No question about it. David Nowling also in there, 860,000. Greg Rosen, 810, and your short stack is the Skull Crusher. And this guy, I'll tell you what, dresses with skull shirts, black sweat, black hoodie, and sunglasses. Scary looking guy at the table, and also, of course, has the crystal skull card protector, which is pretty awesome. So Bruce Kramer right now trying to hold on, and apparently he's been nursing this short stack all day long, trying to bring this thing home. But Kramer is right now in 13th place out of this group, trying to advance to that WPT final table. What are they playing for? Well, it's a little bit of money on the line. Just a little bit. 13 through 15. We got one more payout in that spot, $27,934 for that $3,500 buy-in. And then we start getting into the 10 to 12 bracket, $39,437. So pretty significant pay jump for the next person out. So these guys, this is like a 12,000, about $11,500 bubble on this one. And then you get to the final table. Big jump after those 10 to 12s. Ninth place is $60,978. Eighth place, $88,733. Seventh is $116,667. Sixth is $146,245. Fifth, $180,752. Fourth gets $220,189. Third, $262,912. Pretty good payday there. Second place is closing in on a $500,000. There, $434,462, and the winner, $723,008. That'll buy you a lot of skirt steaks over there at the Blue Plate Cafe here at Seminole Hard Rock. So a lot of money on the line, a lot of excitement. There are 2 tables right now. Once again, 13 players still remaining. They are on level 27. Just got that rolling a little while ago. So about an hour and 15 minutes left on this level at the 25,000, 50,000, 5,000 ante level for this tournament. So a lot of excitement going on around here. We're going to kind of keep an eye on it for you because, at least while we're on. Now, if anybody goes down, we can give you the announcement and let you know who's in, who's out, and I'm sure we will knock it down to 6 tonight, but it's going to be an exciting evening for sure. Now, we had some other tournaments going on too. A lot going on last night. And I'll tell you what I think we're going to do. We'll get into what happened yesterday here. Matt Stout, Chino Ream playing for a championship here last night. And a wild heads-up match to close out the $1,650 Purple Chip Bounty event. So let's take a break, and we will be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. I want to thank you for joining us. Once again, we are live here at the Seminole Hard Rock, Hollywood, Florida, for the WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open. So stick around, everybody, and we will be right back.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our annual Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open, January 22nd through February 11th, 2015. Time to go all in. Opening event starts January 22nd with a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open Championship begins February 5th through 11th with a guaranteed prize pool of $3 million. The final table of the championship will be live streamed by World Poker Tour and is a main event tour stop. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give Open-Faced Chinese Poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason Open-Faced Chinese Poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the Open-Faced Chinese Poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the field. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center, across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit ZenPokerMentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today. There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. PokerShop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is The Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back live here, Seminole Hard Rock. WPT, that stands for World Poker Tour, in case you didn't know that. Lucky Hearts Poker Open. Of course, we're having a blast out here, enjoying ourselves. You know, with the WPT team, we have been outstanding. Steve, Victor, DJ, Sam, and Katie, along with the Royal Flush Girls, Cat and Tuba. Really enjoying ourselves hanging out with them. Of course, Ryan Lucchese will be down here someday to do some blogging. I think, it's an interesting time here for us because, things are starting to wrap up. I draw the late straw. I've kind of been fairly lucky in this tournament series so far, but getting the late shift. But I've got a couple last night, and I got two more coming up today because this series is far from over. Well, I shouldn't say far from over, but we still got a couple tournaments to go. The Event 19, $150 no limit hold'em re-entry tournament, $50,000 guarantee on that. I think we have about 68 or 69 players left in that one. That is going to wrap up tonight. We also have a $250 no limit hold'em re-entry tournament, $30,000 guarantee on that event. That one started at noon. So these guys are playing to try and pick up one last championship before we close this thing out. Of course, tomorrow, WPT live stream with Tony Dunst. And 6 of those 13 players down there are still going to be playing it out tomorrow. So that should be pretty cool. Looking forward to that. We also just got a little news. Bruce Kramer doubled up. So Skull Crusher got himself around to $830,000. Let's just looking at the WPT live updates, along with, of course, what we got going on SHRPO.com with Big Al. And there is a big hand. Al was just getting ready to write something down, and he shot out his seat. You probably saw him go by on camera there. As we are may have an all-in hand here with 13 players left, trying to see what's going on down there. But they're on the far side of the room. But as soon as we see if we have an elimination, we will let you know. By the way, the table draw for the remaining players. This is great. Al is kind of deciding which way to go. He has decided to come to the computer. So nobody gone yet. But a lot of excitement going on. A pretty good rail over there, too. Jason Mercier on the rail. A bunch of other great players. hanging around on this one, trying to catch a glimpse, watch some friends. Maybe there's a few pieces sold. That's a distinct possibility. But this WPT main event continues on here at Seminole Hard Rock. Now, once again, let's take a look at, we took a look at the events that are playing off today, but we did have a couple good ones last night, and got to cover those events for you as well on shrpo.com. And let's go down through and give you the results on those two. And we'll get to that table draw for the main event. Sliding down just to see information. Not that I should know I cover them, but just want to make sure I get all the information set up here for you. Oh, and I have those chip counts for the 152. I guess we can probably get into those as well. But event 20 last night, the $570 pot limit Omaha re-entry tournament, won by Jacques Zhu. Winning that one, and it was a great final table. Robert Campbell finished ninth on it. Of course, we've mentioned Campbell throughout these broadcasts, finishing with 11 mixed game championships, and he finishes ninth, so making another final table for him. Corey Bloom finishes eighth. Elton Elbaz Dahan finishing in seventh. Sean Shaw finishes at sixth, so good showing for him. Chino in fifth. Monte Adler in fourth. Nicholas Patetti finishing in third. Great pro there. And then Stout finishing second. And Matt had the chip lead with 3 to go, but Zhu managed to clip him with a pair of aces in the hole. And then Zhu just kind of took it from there and whittled them down, both players down. And Zhu wins that championship on his first trip here to the Seminole Hard Rock. Picks up a title. Apparently, has been the master of the chop up at Borgata, but this time said, you know what, I am going to try and win this thing. And he did. And Zhu is your Event 20 champion, so congratulations to him. Stopped a couple of guys from winning their second title in this series. And then, of course, we had Event 18 last night, and what a wild one that one turned out to be. Viet Vo was absolutely dominant in this tournament, then got to heads up, nearly had a hiccup in there. Vo actually had a 1.6 million chip stack to about 100,000 at one point against Hans Winsler, and Vo managed, gave him a double up on a bad beat. It was ace, lost an ace, a championship hand with ace 6 against ace 5, and then Winsler managed to double up a couple of times, or a chip up, and managed to get back to 430. And then Winsler had all his chips on the line with ace jack suited against threes for Vo. A jack on the flop, and Vo, of course, Vo was really struggling with this a little bit. Winsler was really playing small ball on this, and Vo decided to go along for the ride. Really didn't apply it. It applied a decent amount of pressure, but probably not as much as some people would have thought. But Winsler gets in with that hand, hits the jack. Vo sitting there with the threes, a deuce of diamonds on the turn, but then the 3 of hearts comes on the river, gives Vo the 2-outer and the championship, and he was absolutely ecstatic last night, bringing home the Event 18 title in that $1,650 Purple Chip Bounty Tournament. And the one very interesting fact about this, Vo along the way, who honest to God had chips stacked to his chin. Eric Kramer saw the chips stacked to his chin last night. With Mr. Vo, the chips to the chin, they were to the chin. Vo ends up with, including his own, 29 bounties last night. 29 of them. That 29 bounties at 500 apiece put him just under third place money. Unbelievable. So a nice run for him to win the 46K plus 29 $500 bounties. How unreal is that? But Vo was feeling the pressure last night, but managed to come back and take that one down. I'm just checking something out here real quick. So 14,500 bounties, just under third place money. So he basically picks up a third of what he won in the tournament, added on as a bonus. Unbelievable. So big congratulations to Viet Vo, your Event 18 champion. And we'll take a look here at what was going on in that 150. We've got our new chip counts for you. And let's take a look and see who's leading this thing. Your leader is Homero Molina out of Hollywood, Florida. 318,000. Only player to clear 300 in this tournament so far. Bradley Mixon out of Miami, 244.9. Devin Delatorre out of Miami, 218,900. Calvin Ferreira out of Cape Cop. Not sure where that is, but 213,000. Eli Cohn at 210. Miguel McDonald, 197.1. Richard Sanchez, 183.2. Jacob Thomas, 181.5. Just looking some other names. Abby Daniels, and she's had a very good series too. I mean, Ori Hen, who, by the way, also hit that final table in the 1650, and pretty much and locked up player of the series. I mean, it wouldn't matter if one of these guys hopped into the 150 and played that and won it while they were doing this WPT event. A big win for Viet, or for series for Ori Hen, as he's going to be that player of the year or player of the series. Just running down some of the names. And by the way, speaking of Ori Hen, he comes in with 136,900. Are you kidding me? He is contending to win. He hasn't won one, but 4 final tables and an unofficial 5th for him, and he's looking to do it again tonight. Kenneth Berman at 125.5. Stephen Pollack at 124.1. Let's see, just checking out some other names here. See what else we got on the big board of anybody that we might know of here. Let's see, running down. What do we have here? In terms of maybe our top Borgata players. I mean, it's a pretty, obviously the 150 attracts quite a different crowd than normal. Yeah, and it's looking like not too many of the notables are in here. So this is going to be, Yigalhan's in there, 42,000. But yeah, a pretty anonymous type field, but should be a good one tonight as they are going to be playing for a chunk of coin. As a matter of fact, the winner of that tournament is going to get $17,588 for a $150 buy-in. Second, $10,426. Third gets $68.42, and the top 36 will get paid in that one. So 69 players coming back tonight. They don't start till 5 p.m. So they'll have plenty of time to work that out. But, of course, we also have the $250 buy-in going on across from us right now. All right, and still no action in the eliminations, I should say, in the WPT Lucky Arts Poker Open main event. And we'll see if we get a refresh on those chip counts real fast for you. Before we break off here. And Altman is taking a little bit of it. He's gone down to 6.7. Mark Dubé led after day 4. He is at 6,565,000. So Altman is just barely hanging on to the chip lead. Kelly Minkin has gone to 3.8. Jaffe is in 4th, 2.240 million. Nathan Tuthill has now moved up to 5th. He's over 2 million. Gehi at 1,650,000. Baranowski, 1,640,000. Graham at 1,500,000. Greg Rosen, 1.445. Walter Fisher, 900. Justin Zaki, 875. David Nowling, 860. Bruce Kramer, 835. All right, so once again, still 13 remaining. They're playing it down to 6, which is the broadcast final table, which will be live streamed WPT.com. All right, let's step back. We'll take another break here for you as we continue our coverage. And there's a lot of other news in the poker world, too, including somebody pulled a Leah, except it might be even more impressive than what Mike Leah did, even though it might beat a bigger field. But we had a Leah pull off in the EPT and some illegal ticket sales going on, too. Oh, my God, are you kidding me? Stick around, everybody. We'll take a look at those stories and keep you updated on what's going on here in the WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open here live from the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. Stick around. We'll be right back.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our annual Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open, January 22nd through February 11th, 2015. Time to go all in. Opening event starts January 22nd with a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open Championship begins February 5th through 11th with a guaranteed prize pool of $3 million. The final table of the championship will be live streamed by World Poker Tour and is a main event tour stop. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
It's time for you to check out RogueWire.com. News, sports, entertainment, and the internet home of The Mark Hoke Show. Don't wait. Let the sparks fly from your computer at RogueWire.com. And of course, RogueWire.com is powered by BlueRail.net. For over 2 years, The Mark Hoke Show has trusted BlueRail.net as their exclusive host, and you can too. Visit BlueRail.net for top-level web hosting, website building and maintenance, one-on-one customer service, and much more. It's time to get on board with your winning combination, BlueRail.net and RogueWire.com. How far do you want to go?
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the field. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center, across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit ZenPokerMentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at pokernight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to The Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back live here. Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida for the WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open. Still 13 players left. We lost our clock over here. But it is still 13. Greg Rosen doubled up just a little while ago. There's a lot of money on the line. You got $723,000 up for grabs for the winner. David Nowling, by the way, is now on the short stack. Bruce Kramer at 835. Didn't really make much moves, but Zaki is down to 690. Fisher at 810. Rosen with the double up goes to $1,445,000. John Graham, Jared Jaffe, and I got to tell you, this is going to be really interesting because it would appear right now, but of course we've seen crazier things happen. Mark Doobie and Brian Altman are headed for that final table. Kelly Minkin in pretty good shape at 3.8, but then you have a really tight packed group in there. With Tuthill at just a hair over $2 million, Baranowski at $1,835,000, he at 1.650, and Jared Jaffe now down to 1.615, and you got a couple other guys there in the 1.5 million chip range, and then the million guys under $1 million. These spots are going to be very tough to get here at this point, as these players things are really tightening up down in there in championship corner there in the ballroom of the Seminole Hard Rock. So we're keeping an eye on what's happening there. Now we talked about a couple of news stories that have come up, and there's one I don't know. I don't even know if I want to get into it, but we'll see, depending on how the time goes. But how about this one? Adrian Mateos is most well known as he is Spain's #1 all-time money list winner. His biggest win came at the 2013 World Series of Poker Europe main event, where he bested a 375-player field for €1 million at courtesy of Poker News. Mateos thought it'd be kind of fun to play 2 tournaments in one day. I don't know if BJ saw this story. BJ, did you see about the guy who won 2 tournaments in one day at the EPT? I did not. Can you think of anybody else that's done that in one day? BJ's like the master of trivia. Yeah, BJ couldn't remember. I know Mike Leah won 2 in 24 hours, but this feat is something else. Now, admittedly, the one of these tournaments is a pretty small field. Both turbos over there. The first one was a €5,250 event number 42 as a turbo cash tournament 6-max. Mateos winning that one. So he wins €36,290 in event 42 at EPT Deauville. Beats an 18-player field to win that. And then later in the day, comes back, wins another €31,450, beating a 52-player field in event 44. And, boy, he beat some good players in that, too. Event 42 knocked off Vicente Delgado, Eugene Kachloff, and Piotr Frenzak to win that one. And then turns around in the $2,150 event and beats Dominic Nitschke, Artem Litanov, Ibrahim Gassan, Mark Delamal, and David Van Plu to win that title. So 2 tournaments in one day for Adrian Mateos. An unbelievable feat. Don't know if that'll, like I said, BJ couldn't remember anybody that's ever done it. And if BJ can't remember, I'm going to take his word for it. The man knows what he's talking about. So congratulations to Adrian Mateos for a double dip. Unbelievable. Now, of course, the WPT is headed up to Fallsview for the Poker Classic there at Seneca Niagara Falls. And they've got a little controversy going on up there. As, get this, this one also courtesy of Brett Collison of Poker News, black market ticket scalping has been going on up there. Apparently this happened at the last series too. And just to explain what's going on, this is an $5,000 World Poker Tour main event, and they had an opening event for $1,100 in this one. The event had a 500 entry cap for both starting flights, and apparently scalpers had been purchasing transferable tickets from Event 1 satellite winners. So players were winning satellites, selling them to ticket scalpers, and then the scalpers were turning around and selling the tickets at markup once the event was sold out. One upcharge was as much as 63%, according to Poker News. $1,800 for that $1,100 buy-in. And of course, the players were kind of stuck in a spot where they either, buy it or have to skip the tournament. And a lot of people were upset. Of course, DJ McKinnon was talking about this a lot, and was very critical of the staff there at up in Niagara Falls, as they bear with me, said McKinnon said the tournament area is next to the food court in Fallsview, permits, bear with me for a second. And I'm sorry, I say Seneca Niagara. I apologize. Yeah, the Fallsview Poker Classic. So I don't want to get them in any trouble. But said the tournament area is next to the food court, and Fallsview permits the scalpers to hound people coming off the escalator to ask if anyone wants to buy or sell tickets. The morning of day 1B, the cafeteria was crowded with a bunch of people near the tournament area trying to sell tickets. He knew of 2 tickets that sold for $1,800 and $1,600 respectively. So Scott Davies was also really upset about this, and said pretty awful. The casino creates perfect conditions for the scalpers. They cap the number of entries, let people buy multiple fully transferable tickets, and then don't take any alternates the day of the event. So it essentially cuts off the supply at the same moment, creating creates demand peaks in putting together a little black market there. And said, and wow, and Davies kept rolling on this, said it literally brings out all of the bottom of the barrel scum of the earth to the poker area. Wow. So Fallsview having some issues up there, and for that opening event, and hopefully this isn't something that'll continue as they roll forward in that series. So pretty wild one there with illegal ticket scalping for poker tournaments. Boy, what's the world come to? Man, I'll tell you. Unreal. All right, so we're going to take a step back, and we will get one more break in here before we wrap up our last internet broadcast here on the Mark Hoke Show from the Seminole Hard Rock in Hollywood, Florida. And we're keeping an eye on what is happening over there. Once again, still at 13. So no one out of there yet, even though some interesting hands going on. But we have not gotten anybody to fall at this point out of this 13 that were there when we started the show. Of course, 5 players have been eliminated in play already today. And we're waiting to see if anyone else hits the payout window before we go off the air. So one more break, and we'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thanks again for joining us.
The poker action never stops at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. We have millions of reasons for you to be a part of our annual Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open, January 22nd through February 11th, 2015. time to go all in. Opening event starts January 22nd with a $1 million guaranteed prize pool. Play in any of the events leading up to the championship at the premier poker destination. The Seminole Hard Rock Lucky Hearts Poker Open Championship begins February 5th through 11th with a guaranteed prize pool of $3 million. The final table of the championship will be live streamed by World Poker Tour and is a main event tour stop. Visit shrpo.com or the Poker Room for registration and details. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Hollywood. Must be 21 to play slots and table games and at least 18 to play live poker. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give open-faced Chinese poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason open-faced Chinese poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the open-faced Chinese poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app and we'll see you at the tables.
Join us for Zen Poker Mentoring's debut poker coaching event featuring poker superstar instructors Brian Rast and Vanessa Russo, plus poker reporter turned poker pro Christy Arnett. For unique poker mentoring you'll be able to use on and off the field. The event will be held February 21st and 22nd at the spectacular Meet Las Vegas Event Center across from the D Las Vegas Hotel and Casino, downtown. The first 15 people to register get a free 2-night stay at the D. Not to mention, Zen Poker Mentoring is giving away a $565 seat for the newest and most exciting event in poker, the Colossus. For more information, visit zenpokermentoring.com and sign up for this one-of-a-kind event today. There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way. With all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
I'm Dutch Boyd, two-time WSOP bracelet winner, and I want to share my story with you. 12 years as a pro has taught me a lot. For the last year, I've boiled it all down into a tell-all book, 90,000 words. In Poker Tilt, I take you on my journey through all the ups and downs that poker has to offer, all the manic highs and hellish lows of every bad beat and lucky draw. So go to www.pokertilt.com to read more, or just go buy the new book on Amazon or Kindle right now, pokertilt.com. I guarantee you'll enjoy the ride.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top-quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bub stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is The Mark Hoke Show.
The Mark Hoke Show.
Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, we got a man down here. First elimination in quite a while. First one on the show. David Nowling is out. That will take us down to 12. Nowling cashes for $27,934. Congratulations to him on a great run in this series. But of course, that also gets a little pay jump for everybody. Put that on the board. They're now in the $39,437 bracket. So a good little extra chunk of change, about 11.5 to move up on that one. So way to go for everybody still remaining in this one. And let's just see if we get a refresh, let you know what happened on that. And don't have the hand up yet. And we're checking, of course, keep an eye on two great sources, of course, are WPT.com doing a great job. Of course, SHRPO. Man, it's the place you need to go is SHRPO.com. And, of course, follow them on Twitter at SHRPO, hashtag SHRPO. And here is, let's see, and looks like Kelly Minkin is taking a little bit of a hit here, too, as Minkin, this is per SHRPO, Kelly Minkin opened under the gun 120,000. Sanjay, he came in on the button. Check called 130,000 after Jack Club, 10 Club, 7 Club flop. Both checked the 9 of spades turn. Macon checked after a 2 of spades came on the board. Gahey put out 425,000. She made the call, and Sanjay had ducks in the house. So settle ducks for Gahey, and that's an interesting hand there because that's going to cost, let's see, 250. Wow, that put Minkin back down to the pack a little bit. Losing, let's see, 425,000, 250,000. So we're looking at $675,000. Chips Gonzville on that hand. So she's gonna that may have flipped her and Gahey in the standings. So pretty interesting stuff going on here with this WPT main event here at the Seminole Hard Rock at the Lucky Hearts Poker Open. Of course, the live stream, everybody's getting that set up over at Paradise Live. Looking forward to that one. If you're in the area, come down and watch. You're going to have a great time checking out the final 6 here. Mark Dubé has taken the lead, by the way. He's now at $8.25 million. Allman at $6.7 million. And the rest looks like everybody else is going to be in a chase to make that final table, especially after that big hand going off on that. And before I guess we wrap up the show, I do want to thank a lot of people for their support in the situation with PokerTube. For those that missed it, they were putting up our show's content without permission, and we contacted them. Oh, and I'm sorry, wait, we'll talk about that in a second. As we've had another elimination, and it is Justin Zaki. Zaki is out. One of the WPT ones to watch has his tournament ended in 12th place, so we are now down to 11 here in this WPT Lucky Hearts Poker Open as Justin Zaki has fallen. And also, just trying to see what's going on here. If we had another one, I'm not sure if this is just a congratulation or discussion. But Bruce Kramer is up and walking around too, at least talking to Justin. Looks like he is headed back to the table. So the Skull Crusher appears to still be alive in this tournament, but just taking a breather and stepping away. But once again, Justin Zaki out in 12th. So that will take us down to 11 as we close in on the official final table of this tournament before we get to the TV table of 6. All right. So anyway, back to the PokerTube situation. Like I said, I just so we contacted PokerTube about the situation, and unfortunately, they made the decision to make some public statements in a forum on the site that shall remain nameless, and I responded, and we've got a lot of people checking that out. I do appreciate all the support on that. You know, it's one thing I just really hate being a part of the story with that, and unfortunately, I stand with my media brethren on it. It is what it is, and when you see something that's not right, and whether you agree or disagree with it, you have the right to take a stand on it, for sure. And there's been times in the past where I've been critical of people, and sometimes maybe take an opinion that isn't the popular one, but certainly we're allowed to do that. And I want to thank everybody, for all their support from what the people said, and retweets and checking out everything on the show. So big thanks to everyone who supported us in that little situation. So I think we had like over 1,000 people checking out my post just on our Facebook page at Mark Hoke Show, or the Mark Hoke Show. So thank you so much for that, everybody. It means a lot. And of course, I think we're going to be just about wrapping up here. Don't forget, tomorrow we are back on KLAV, 12:30 a.m., the Talk of Las Vegas. So make sure if you're in Vegas, turn those radio dials. I know some of you young kids not sure what that is. So if you don't know what a radio dial is, you can go to KLAV1230am.com and listen to us there as well. We would certainly appreciate you tuning in. And, of course, we want to thank all of our great sponsors who helped us out here to get to this tournament and everything going on. Of course, big thanks to the Seminole Hard Rock and their staff, Bill and Yafa and Dave and the whole team. Just amazing. And a couple people, Carrie and Caitlin, who do just a wonderful job helping administer this tournament. Carrie gets stuck with all the paperwork and answering all the silly questions that we in the media have to ask her, and she has just been a great source. And of course, Kate over here manning the cage and does an outstanding job of that too, along with the character staff, Jason and Chris Spears and Ben and Country and Charlie and all the guys. Roz doing a wonderful job of running this tournament. And we want to thank them for all their work too, because we certainly couldn't get a lot of the information out that we do without their support, and of course the dealer staff, and the servers and everybody. They have been just amazing, and we want to thank them for everything they've done for us here at Seminole Hard Rock. Of course, I want to say hi to our friends at BlueRail.net. Give Bob a call, 522-820-5128, 522-820-5128. BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go? Let them build their website for you. You'll enjoy it. We've got our good friend at friends at Poker Tilt, Dutch Boyd. That great book. Check it out, PokerTilt.com. Also on Amazon and Kindle. We also have the Nevada Poker League. Joe Payne and the gang doing that thing. NevadaPokerLeague.com. $50,000 in cash and prizes. Free poker for you. 21 locations in Las Vegas. Good friends at PokerShop.com. Get 10% off with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. Score that big over there, guys. You can get anything you need for your poker room, whether it's go from cut cards all the way up to furniture and tables. They have it covered. Check it out, PokerShop.com. ABC Chinese Poker, of course, the great app. For those of you who enjoy playing Chinese poker, give it a shot on your iPhone, iPad today at ABC Chinese Poker. We also, of course, have Zen Poker Mentoring. Mentioned at the beginning of the show, that big clinic coming up on the 21st and 22nd. We'll be there live, so make sure you tune in for that and get down there at the Meet Las Vegas Event Center at the D. We would certainly appreciate that. And, of course, first 15 players sign up. You score. That's right, 2 free nights at the D. That ain't bad at all. And, of course, our good friends at Poker Night in America. Great relationship we've got with them. We'll be at their TV tapings April 25th and 26th. I believe the dates on that. And but I'll be back in the home stomping grounds in Philly. Looking forward to getting some Pats and Genos. I'm a Genos guy, by the way. But check out Poker Night in America at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS Sports Network. And, of course, PokerNight.com for the website. All right, so once again, we'll be back tomorrow on the Talk of Las Vegas, KLAV 12:30 a.m. We're going to talk to Billy Pappas, who spent some time down here at the Seminole Hard Rock. Had a lot of fun playing some poker here for the first time. And talk to him about his experiences with the November 9 and how much he enjoyed being down here at Seminole Hard Rock, what that meant to him. So, guys, we will see you tomorrow. Thank you, at 6 p.m. Once again, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific on KLAV 12:30 a.m. The Talk of Las Vegas. and KLAV1230am.com. Thank you, everybody, for joining us and supporting us through this whole series. We're one day away from wrapping this up, and don't forget to tune into the WPT live stream, as 6 of these players are going to be playing for a lot of money. So we will see you guys tomorrow, and of course follow all the action coming up on SHRPO.com. Everybody have a great night. Thank you for being a part of the show, and we will see you next time here on the Mark Hoke Show. Have a great afternoon, everybody.